vibe attracts your tribe. Thank you very much. I really appreciate for all you to come over here. I would also like to thank the Bureau for actually hosting this. They've been very kind to give this space and provide today this as a venue. The Bureau, if anyone is interested in starting their own business or looking for co-working space, Bureau would be the right place to be over here. Shaz over there at the back. Thank you very much. If we could all applause for him. Thank you very much. And his team as well for helping me out. Thank you so much. So, here's the first question, if anyone could help me out with this. I've called this Your Vibe Attracts Your Tribe. The title? Anyone else? Your vibe. Me? Oh, thank you. Go. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Think, act, achieve. Okay, so different reasons. Now, when you see this terminology, your vibe attracts your tribe, what does it mean to you?
Who I attract as a person and an individual.
Do you what?
Who I attract.
Who?
My vibes attract.
So, the kind of people they attract. Anyone else? Anyone wants to add something to that? So, Bushra, if you could say that out loud again for everyone what you said. So, no, I'm not. If you could please.
You want to stand up?
No, yeah, everyone wants to see your face.
Hello everyone, I'm not an alcoholic, but I would like to tell you that I'm here today to promote the actual, the title of your vibe is what you are as an individual and the people you interact with in your impact. And sometimes you don't even know. And some days when you have like separate oral things happening, you've got different things going on, yeah? So that's the title I get.
Thank you so much, Bushra. We can give her applause. Thank you so much. Now, for me, your vibe attracts your tribe came across where I saw this a message on Instagram, and I thought this was really good. It kind of it resonated with me immediately. And what came to me was, the first thing was that a lot of us are in a lot of fear of doing things. They're scared of doing things. This could be maybe you starting your own business, going into a relationship, maybe get out of a relationship, many different things, or changing your job. Lot of different things. And so there's a fear factor. So this was not about attracting people from outside, but it was also what's happening inside, more importantly. What's going inside. And that led to me on thinking, hold on 1 minute, that many of us think everything has to be logical, everything has to be practical. And we forget the most important part in our lives when we're looking at fear is actually connecting to our heart. Many of us focus on just what the brain is doing, all the logic and all the skeptic part which comes in. But what about the heart? What's going in over there? So how do we connect to that? And this is what made me realize that the solution is not out there. The solution is within yourself. Who am I? Well, my name is Rohit Bassi. I've been in Dubai for over 9 years. I run an organization called In Learning. So my focus is, it's what I define it as a boutique learning and development organization. And I've been working across the globe, working with a lot of organizations. And one of the most important things for me is your success matters to me. So when someone comes up to me, it's you are my priority, your success is my priority. That's what I focus on. And some of the organizations which I've worked across the globe, be it in the UAE, in the US, in the UK, and then other countries, are some of these. Some of them you're aware of, some of you may not be aware of. So we've got like small organizations such as Body Smart, which is one of my clients, and then on the other side you've got people like Oracle, or you've got Emirates NBD. And when I go into these organizations, what I do is I work on presentation skills, sales, service excellence. But none of them really realize what I'm working on is in their inside. I'm looking at what's happening with inside. So passing through their fears. So what's happening in regards to awareness, consciousness, and energy. That's where the focus tends to be. And I'm being very fortunate in this particular scenario for this particular presentation. The person who helped me come to this thing of awareness, consciousness, and energy, in abbreviation ACE, it's been a person called Dr. Ramesh, who's here in the audience with us, and who's going to help me out later. The thing about Dr. Ramesh is he is a medical doctor. He has retired now. In his journey through his life and from what he was doing as a medical profession, he realized even though he was doing all his medical procedure, people were not recovering as he would expect them to recover. So he started going towards the spiritual or the holistic route, and he realized himself, being a medical doctor, it was not about the brain, it was going back to the heart. And this is where the whole thing of ACE started off from. So I'm going to do a small exercise with all of you. It's called the 30-second exercise. And this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you some instructions. The first thing is which we're going to do is I'm going to ask you in a while to close your eyes. And I'm going to ask you to close your eyes for 30 seconds. Please, no timers, not putting your mobile on and saying when the 30 second is going to be over. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes for 30 seconds. And when you believe your 30 seconds are over, I would like you to open your eyes. So when I say "30 seconds," and you almost hit, I stopped at about 50 seconds. So what does that show to you? Anyone?
People have different functions of the brain and different rhythms, like timing-wise and everything.
Okay, so different timings, different functions. Simi, you were saying?
All depends on you.
All depends on you. Anyone else? It's your perception. Funnily enough, I can read your mind. It is about perception. We all have different perception. And when it comes to fear, everyone has a different perception. For example, if you decide that you're going to leave your job and you're going to start your business, or you might decide, I just want to go out and travel, not to do what they're scared of. So that's just one example of how people perceive fear as. Now, when we look at perception, perception comes in simple terms in the following way. Day to day, we are bombarded with a lot of information. Family, friends, individuals, media, Facebook, Instagram. For the young ones nowadays, it's Snapchat. So there's a lot of things going out there, a lot of information. And we take that information through our senses. And that information, when we take it in ourselves, what happens? It goes into a lovely mind. This beautiful thing over here. And this is where the danger starts happening. So our values, our beliefs, our experiences starts creating certain outcomes, behavior for ourselves. So that could be something which takes us forward, or it could be a fact, it could take us backwards. So that's how perception, to put in a basic term, that's what perception is all about. So when you look at fear, what I have realized, and many people who do come across their fear, is that fear is just a thought. It is just a thought. It is not reality. There is danger, but fear is just a thought. And that thought, which we focus on again and again and again and again, suddenly starts appearing in front of us. Now, can anyone read this quote for me? Anyone?
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering.
Thank you very much. Can we just give him applause? Your name was? Your name was?
My name is Taran.
Taran, okay. Indy? Where's Indy gone? Indy, can you give me that bag, please? Where is the bag? Just 1 minute.
Surprise bag?
Yeah, it's the surprise bag. Here you are. Here's a book for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I've got some more prizes. So, fear is the path to the dark side. I mean, Master Yoda says it. We have to believe him. And at the end of the day, if you look at it, fear leads to suffering. And anyone who's had any fear and seen it come in front of themselves, they've seen how they suffer because of a fear. It all started because of fear, which was just a thought. So a lot of things go in our minds. Now, on the other hand, if you want to banish fear, what does Master Yoda say? Who wants to read that? Can you say it a bit louder, please?
Name must your fear be. Before banish it, you can.
Your name is?
Gaurav.
Gaurav. Gaurav, can I have the bag? Where is the bag? And here's a book for you as well. Thank you very much. Well done. So, you need to actually know what your fear is before you can banish it. For those who think you can get away with not admitting your fears, acknowledging it, stop lying to yourself. The first part of actually overcoming your fear is actually acknowledging it or having the awareness that you have a certain fear, you're scared of something. Then taking the conscious effort to making a difference and using the right energy to pass through that fear. So your awareness, your consciousness, and your energy is so crucial for you to pass through your fear. Now, you can either be in your fear. There's an old saying that I keep on hearing this. In order to achieve something, in order to do something, you need to get out of your comfort zone. How many people have heard that? Okay. How many people actually believe in that? Okay. I actually do not believe in it. Because if you're outside your comfort zone, in your fear zone, you're in your war zone. And what happens in a war zone is complete panic, destruction. It's not helping you out anywhere. Comfort zones are a great place to be, but here's the problem. They turn into lazy zones. That's the challenge with comfort zones. So what really needs to be done is get into your stretch zone. You get to your comfort zone, edge of your comfort zone, and you push yourself a bit. Push yourself a bit, step by step, so that you don't, if you're scared, you can at least come back into your comfort zone. So it's very important to actually push yourself a bit, push yourself a bit. And when you turn around and you see, hey, my comfort zone's actually increased now, without actually even leaving it. So it's good to be in your comfort zone, but better to be in your stretch zone if you want to learn and develop, if you want to move forward in whatever you wish to do. I would not advise anyone, I personally don't like doing this, going into my fear zone. Nasty place to be in. So here's another thing. The thing is, you want to go from pain to power. Yeah? Pain to power. I'm not talking about power over someone else. I'm talking about power for yourself. So having a choice, looking at options from actual depression to excitement. Depression is so commonly used nowadays. Everyone at any time in their lives have been depressed at one time or the other. So it's moving from that depression to that excitement. And then it's about from the paralysis to actually taking action. So in the beginning, somebody mentioned they like the think, act, and achieve. When I came up with that think, act, and achieve, it was based thinking about using your heart. People say it's about the mind. I always thought about it's thinking of it from the heart. And accordingly, acting upon that and achieving whatever is necessary for you. Now, achievement can be negative as well. Because from the negative, you do learn things. So it's an achievement in its own right. So it's not just about the positive, it's also about the negative. So how many people have actually had adversities in life over here? I put both my hands up. And did you learn more from your adversities or from your positive? And so adversity actually teaches us a lot. It's a nasty place to be in at that time. But when you look back, you see, now I know what the lesson was. And sometimes the test is given us to again and again and again until we pass it. So here's another thing which I would like all of us to do. And that would mean everyone standing up. No, I'll stand over here, maybe on this. No? Okay, let me.
No, be careful. You might not see.
Okay, let me just.
No problem. No.
It's the people at the back. Can everyone see me now? Now I feel tall. So, this is what I would like you all to do. So we're going to do something called power posing. There's a lot of research being done by Amy Cuddy, and there's been done a lot of research has been done by other people as well about this. So what is a power pose? Power pose is your wonderful Wonder Woman Superman pose. That's a power pose. This can be a power pose, and if you want, you can do this as well as a power pose. Yeah, he's got biceps. He can do that. Now, with power poses, here's the thing. This is not a power pose. Putting your hands at the back and folding your legs like this is not a power pose. So people who do presentations, you see a lot of, especially ladies, they go like this. They're nervous at that time. It's a dead giveaway. Anyways, so when you do this exercise, either hands on the side, or you can do it over here, or you can do it like this, or if you're really up for it, you can go for that as well. So everyone, if you could go into your power pose, please. Yeah? Now in your power pose, I'm going to ask you to repeat what I'm going to say. Are we ready? Okay, here we go. I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I'm gorgeous.
I'm gorgeous.
I'm simply the best.
I'm simply the best.
I'm awesome.
I'm awesome.
Excellent. Now we're going to do a non-power pose. So we're going to cross our hands. Sorry, you can't show your biceps anymore. Cross our hands. No, I can still see the biceps. Damn. So cross your hands. I want you to look down, please. Are we ready? You're going to repeat a few things after me. I am beautiful. I'm awesome. I'm the best. I'm simply gorgeous. Awesome. So, which one felt better?
First one.
Why the first one?
We were open.
Why were we? Explain. Explain to me. You explain to me. Why the first one?
Mind and body was in the power zone and open, and the second one you just tied down.
Okay,
You're
so that's.
opening your aura. When you're opening your aura, you're receiving more. But when you close it like this, you close all good things that you're going to receive.
Okay, that's one way to look at it as well. At the back, yeah? There's a proper flow of energy. Anyone else?
Give a joyful feeling.
Gives a joy. So when we were in a power pose, we were using the whole capacity of our lungs. So if we've got whole capacity of the lungs being used, what's happening to the brain? More oxygen. Now when we do this and this, what happens?
No more
Oxygen reduces. We're still breathing, the oxygen reduces, but less is going. See, with the simple change of your body posture, you start communicating with yourself in different ways. So when somebody says, oh, I'm feeling low, or I'm feeling down, notice their head and notice their eyes. They're usually looking down. This has a big impact on how you actually manage your fear for yourself, just your body posture and what you say. With your body posture being non-power pose and you say something, great, like I'm awesome, I'm gorgeous, it doesn't feel that great, does it? Because the body, mind, heart, all are connected at the end of the day. You need to have all of them aligned. Like someone?
Just being frightened of something.
Just being frightened of something like a spider? Fears are appearing real. So here's another way to look at fear, just turning it around a bit. So we can look at fear from a perspective of false evidence appearing real. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is feeling excited, adventurous, and ready. Just turning it around, spinning it around. The other way to look at it, forget everything and focus. And refocus, sorry. Thank you so much. I'm not focusing. And finally, face everything and rise. Different ways you can look at fear. Now, what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to actually get Dr. Ramesh to come in front, and we're going to do another exercise on how you can better manage your fear. Because when we're in that fear situation, we have a lot of doubts. Doubts are not a nice place to be in. Or is it nice to be in? Who likes to be in doubt? Doubt happening in ourselves. So we're going to do, Dr. Ramesh is going to come up over here, and we're going to do a small exercise on how you can minimize, eliminate, or manage that doubt, so that you can make a decision, have that mental clarity, okay? Do whatever is necessary for you to move on in whatever you want to do that. Yeah? So Dr. Ramesh, if you could please, thank you so much. I've got 2 chairs for you, both of them swivel. Which one would you like, this swivel or the wheel one?
The wheel one is better.
Yeah, I got it. There's one more.
There's one.
One, okay. So for this exercise, what we're going to do is, Dr. Ramesh is going to introduce the exercise to you, but we will require 2 volunteers. Now, please, there are people in this room who know me, so I'm not going to ask them to volunteer. I'm going to ask people who don't know me to come up and volunteer, please. That's the only thing which I request. So 1 male, 1 female. So we'll wait for that.
Exercise pleasure seeing all of you here. And you need to ask questions. The most important is ask questions. If you have any doubts, he was talking about doubts. So if you have any doubts, you need to ask. So let's see whether I or anyone else can answer. And if we don't know the answer, we will tell you. Because only when we don't know the answer, we grow. If we know the answers, we don't grow. And when I should be courageous enough and tell you, look, I don't know this. And you have really helped me and brought me to that situation. Okay? And that is when I will start working towards my growth. Fear. What is fear? We heard so many definitions and so many beautiful things. I really enjoyed whatever was told. But fear is a lack of something. What is a lack? Faith. Faith.
Faith?
Lack of faith.
Knowledge.
Message. Okay.
Trust. Confidence.
Confidence.
Trust.
What else is it?
Trust.
Trust. Hey, what is the opposite of fear? Secure. Security at whatever level. So a lack of security is fear. That's all. Normally fear, all the negative things don't exist in us. It's a lack which allows these things to appear or you to experience it. That's all. It's that simple. So a lack of trust will have something else, fear will have something else, all these negative feelings will have an opposite, it's the lack of love. So that's it. Hatred? What is that? See, a lack of love, you start having hatred and that goes on to all the other factors. Okay. Question please. Any questions? You need to ask, otherwise I'm not here to lecture. I'm here to answer, find an answer.
Consequences. I mean, fear, sometimes you are afraid of the consequences. Say you break up with your partner in a relationship.
You need it. Sorry.
Consequences, that could also be a fear. Because say you want to break up with your partner in a relationship, or you need to fire someone. The fear is that another person gets hurt, which is most likely inevitable. But that, how do you deal with that? That's also a genuine fear, right?
Okay.
Not
So
a lack of something.
yeah.
You have empathy with the other person. Because that person is going to be hurt by your truth or decision.
The decision is because you don't want him or you want him to grow. That's where it comes from.
But that will not be the reaction of the person.
Yes. So it has to be whatever. See, all the feelings and all the fears happening inside you, and you are worried about what he's going to feel. That is not important. Are you really doing something good for him? Once you realize that you are doing something definitely good for his growth, then it's perfect. Then you will not have any fear and you will not worry about a consequence. And you are already imagining a consequence. You're imagining a future that doesn't exist. Why are you doing that? That person may not react like that. Maybe he really wants to go. He really wants to go. So don't create a future which doesn't exist. So that is why you're talking of consequence. A consequence is always about a future. Learn to live in the moment and don't worry about the past or what happened when you fired somebody else. And so if you're in the moment and if you're doing something sincerely, honestly, truthfully, from your perspective and also from their perspective, you're really doing a good job and you're really helping that individual to do it. So that's the key. Yes. Did you get the answer?
But isn't fear part of our overall DNA or the conditioning? I
Oh
would say?
yes, such a wonderful thing you said. Part of our DNA.
And
That means
conditioning.
you are experiencing the fear as a result of the stresses of your ancestors who transmitted it through the DNA, and you unnecessarily experience the fear when you never did anything to do that. Are we getting this? So don't go into this model of information and DNA and this. We are the ones who design our DNA.
And I'm talking about, not in that sense of the DNA, I'm talking
You
about...
told DNA, right?
I know, but I'm talking about conditioning. Conditioning meaning our environment, our family, people. You may know, listen, I'm not a political person. I'll give you an example, okay? My mother nearly died of a heart attack when I showed her my skydive jump. I just did it without fear because I loved it. So, there are differences in the things.
Why did she die? Because she has the fear, not you.
And I know, but I'm just saying, but with people, when you're from a young age, you're brought up telling you right from wrong, this is the thing. Oh, if your parents, somebody else doesn't like animals, you become fearful of the animal, not you as an individual, because of what you're conditioned to.
So that is conditioning. So what is it that you want to ask me that?
How does the conditioning affect the fear factor and how do you get rid of it?
When you are conditioned to believe that this is what is going to happen, that means this is what happened in the past and this is what's going to happen in the future.
But it is happening.
But it's happening now,
Yeah,
at the
it's-
moment.
it's-
Are you frightened just now?
No, I'm not just frightened now.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, so anybody who's got fear now? Anybody? You have fear now?
Monster in my closet.
Come.
Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Oh, you're brave.
Can you give a number to your fear? Give a number 100. Whatever fear you have now is 100.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
Alright.
It doesn't matter. Okay? Why I need to have this number is we need to see what happens, what is the shift and what's the change that's going to happen. Okay? Alright, good. So now you have a fear. And at the moment we give it a number, 100. So let me see what has it done to you physically, mentally, and emotionally this year. So we're going to test that. Put your hands forward. Put your feet together. Put your feet together. Hey, isn't he much stronger than me? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a frail guy walking with a walking stick, correct? And he's really solid. Feet together. Very straight. You're not going to bend the wrist. You're not going to bend the elbow. This is the easiest test I can do, but I'll tell you what all other tests can happen. And now, I will try to push you up and you push up. Stop resisting. Best. Try again. I won't give you an opportunity. You're not prepared what I was going to do. So now this is the conditioning part of the program. Full force, come on. Don't bend your wrist. Yes. See, this is your present strength, and your toes were coming up, you're losing balance. This is your stability. It was not about physical. This fear of his has created an imbalance at his physical level, mental level, emotional level, spiritual level, environmental level, relationship level. We're talking about the guy who he wants to let go. Let go.
All the girls.
Very good.
Very good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this fear, where is it coming from? It's the lack of love. At whatever level is creating this fear, and also the consequences of a future and a past experience. That is happening at the mental level. So all the time, whenever we want to change, whenever we want a new job or something, what do you say? If I do this, if I want to lose this, oh, I'm going to lose it, I'm going to lose my money. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Will I get the same thing? That's the future. Oh, but last time I did it, this is what happened to me. So these are all consequences of the future and the past. That all happens at the mental level. That is existing in the past and the future. So I'm going to do an exercise with him, and it will be just a moment and just watch. Come here. Right? On yours. Okay. No, close your eyes. On the tip of your nose, lips, chin, throat, upper chest, heart, solar plexus. Between the solar plexus and the heart. Just be there. Are you there? Move your fingers, move your toes. Gently open your eyes. Felt something? Yes, simple.
Yeah.
And what is that you felt?
A bit of dizziness, constant instability.
Dizziness. Inside that. What is dizziness and what dizziness? Just please ask me afterwards. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to program anyone. Next, what else do you feel?
Yeah, a bit of unbalance.
Dizziness always tries to take your. That's fine. Next.
I felt a bit of calmness as well.
Calmness as well. I felt a bit of calmness as well. Next.
Slightly feeling uncomfortable.
That's because of your dizziness. I agree, because you normally don't experience your dizziness. Next.
I think those were the three
Main things.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What happened to your fear? It was 100. How much is it now?
18%.
So there was an improvement. That means you let go of that whatever the fear is causing. Now start resisting again. Resist, 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 resist. What happened? Did you see his stability? Did you see his strength? I was the one who got breathless and I had to use both my hands. This is one of the simplest tests you can do in the audience. But I can take a drop of blood before and I can take a drop of blood afterwards and show you what has happened. I can do his ECG before, ECG afterwards. I can do his electroencephalogram to see what are the waves before and after. So the shift is visible. How long did it take to make this shift? Seconds. This is what Rohit has been trying to teach us, and whatever he's telling about it, and Rohit is talking about the heart, this is what it's all about. So strength and stability. You saw the difference?
It will last.
Tell me one thing. So when we when we Do we eat only once in our lifetime? Regularly? So, just like we eat to give nutrition to ourselves, similarly, we need to give nutrition to our heart or whatever section it is every day to do that. Till you come to a stage when there is no question of any fear or anything. Everything is all about love and true qualities and joy and truth and honesty and sincerity. When all that righteousness comes in, automatically, it will start lasting and you don't have to do anything about it because you're all the time giving nutrition. Even you may not have to eat food, you may just live on your breath. That's what's possible. So that's the other. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Yes. What next? If you have to tell me when the time is going to be up, so I need to do sequential exercises. All about exercise, not about talking. It's all about exercise.
What was the giddiness? Do you know?
What was the giddiness? Normally, everything is vortexual. Our creation is just like, water that's moving, and then he reshapes the pot, and that is how we learn how to create a pot. But when we were created, we were also created as a result of vortex. And he went into that vortex, his original vortex, which he has normally not experienced. And also, the moment he went into the vortex, that movement is just like a churning, cleansing, disintegration of all his reasons of the fear that were broken, and it went. He felt a little imbalanced because he's not used to it. When you come into that state, you really come into your original vortex. Last answer. Anything else?
Sometimes you know that you want to change a lot of things. You know you work towards it also. And you try to overcome your fears. And then they still do come back. Is there any way to get rid of them permanently? I mean, you keep working as you said. Keep working.
Simply come to your heart. That's it. As simple as that. As simple, whenever you want. And simple way of coming to the heart is just to tell, hey, I want to go to it. That's all. Talk to yourself. Give instruction to yourself. Don't go and doing all sorts of things and learn from anybody. Because finally the learning happens within. There's no need for books. There's no need for internet. There's no need for teachers. There's no need for this thing. You are your own teacher. First thing. That you have to realize. There's no teacher outside. Second, you need to understand knowledge of this whole universe is compressed inside you because you are a holographic representation of it. You really need to know where to tap this knowledge. Third is, find that purpose of your life. Find the purpose and fulfill it. That's what is inside. Now, whatever you want to manifest, whatever you created, whatever you talked about just now, and all this is part of the purpose. That's why you're here. So you need to do that. And all the answers to that lie in your heart. Yes, sir.
What any exercise you can do if you feel very sort of anxious and fearful?
Just the exercise which I made you do, whatever I made you do just now is complete by itself. Even though it will.
Else you sort of already do it on your own.
No need to do the strength test. This
Do you need someone else or can you do everything?
always on your own. We don't want to do these tests. These tests were only a demonstration of the shift. That's all. We don't need to do these tests. It was just to prove to you what is the change that you brought to yourself as a result of this shift from the mind to this. Are you empty in your head? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Are you only listening to me? And whatever I'm saying now? Are you in that future that what will happen to the guy whom I want to fire or whom I want to leave? You're not even thinking about it. You're not thinking of a future. Are you thinking of a past at the moment? No. The reason is because you did the exercise and came to the heart. That's all. That's all. And it's such a simple exercise, any one of you can do it. Are we clear about this?
Yes.
Question. Ask me. Only then it's fun. Yes.
Can we do this exercise if we want to make our mind, we need a moment to make our mind do not think about anything. Can we do this exercise that when I meditate, sometimes I get all thoughts, all ideas comes to me. I want to get to this moment that I'm not thinking, I'm thinking only about emptiness, about nothing. I don't want to think. What can I do?
So you want to do something. Correct? I thought she wants to do nothing.
I
So all the answer to it, you all have given it. She wants to do something to go to nothing. And absolutely. And so you need to do something in order to go to nothing, because everything began from nothing and it's all something. Are we clear on this?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do it now. Simple. Okay. Put your hand here and the other hand here. Okay. And then close your eyes.
Everyone can do it.
Everyone can do that. Close your eyes. Come to your forehead. Bring your attention to the forehead. To the tip of your nose. To your lips. To your chin. To the center of your throat. To the upper chest. Heart. Solar plexus. To the space between the solar plexus and the heart. If you're getting distracted, just talk to yourself and say, hey, I told you, come on, listen to me, come on. I told you to stay here. Talk to yourself. Give that instruction. All the keys are with you. That was a real short, quick exercise. That's it. Tell me how many of you experienced the silence in your head? Raise your hands. Was that simple? Was that easy? So what did we learn? That the key to bringing quietness over here, not to go into a past, not to go into a future, and stay 100% in this moment, is just come to the heart. I never went to the heart. I went to the space between the heart and the solar plexus. And that place you always knew. Always knew. Haven't you used the word gut feeling? I have a gut feeling I should do this. And go for it. Don't even doubt it. Even if it doesn't make sense mentally, go for it. That's the truth. That is how you take a decision for your job. He was talking to you about decisions, about business, about jobs, about whatever you want to do. All the answers lie here. Answers are with you, not with anybody else. Don't go foolishly and listen to somebody and whatever he says, go and do it. No. There's no question of trust. Only learn to trust yourself. How are you feeling? Any other feelings?
What happens with the hopeless people? Okay, we understand what you're telling us, right? But there's some hopeless cases in the world, and we all know them, right? And we want to get to their heart, because they certainly cannot get to their own. How do you do it?
No. What's your need? Sure. I just learned something. I went to a workshop and I learned how to treat somebody. Can you come? I will treat you.
No, no, trust you.
The answer is there. Why do you want to do something for somebody who doesn't want it? Until unless asked, for God's sake, don't go and offer your help. God gave them all the ability to decide whatever they want to. Don't waste your time. Unless they ask for help, unless they agree to it, unless they consent to this. Okay. Now, I'm a doctor. Even being a doctor, I need to take the consent of my patient before even I touch them. Are we clear?
Yeah.
So, another answer is there. If you come, there is a workshop we're going to do something in October. It's going to talk about this, and in October. And there we will teach you something. And when you learn whatever we teach you there, you are not only nourishing yourself, but you will learn how to nourish the whole universe, and the whole universe has those hopeless people too, which will bring them into balance. Okay, next question. Yes, sir.
You say fear is lack of love, but like for example, if somebody who loves me has a fear that something will happen to me That is not lack of love. What is it then?
It's finally insecurity, my dear.
Right.
It is insecurity.
So how
the
do we-
fear has
how do we
something to do
overcome
with insecurity. She says something will happen to you, तो मैं क्या करूँगी? What will happen to me? Without him, how will I stay? You get that?
Right.
So that is called attachment. And they get attached, and you need to get detached. You need to practice attachment with detachment. And all that comes with whatever little I taught you today with that gentleman and this exercise. Everything is there. There's nothing missing. If you want something more, then you need to get a feeling, hey, I want to come to Rohit the doctor's training.
Sure.
I feel like coming. That calling has to come from within, not because we said it is there. It's not about marketing, it's not about promoting. It's something which has to come from within. Are we clear about it? Next, come on. Yes, please.
You said that you have to go with your gut feeling. Sometimes you go with your gut feeling and still it doesn't work out. You still think in your gut that that is the correct feeling, but it's not working out. It's not working out.
What
do you
is
do?
not working out is what you have designed for yourself, a future which doesn't exist. And it's not matching that. It's not matching that. Because you say this is my gut feeling and I should go for this, and that you want to achieve something. Achieve something. And it's not working out.
No, what I'm asking is it could be something that you did right, according to you, because your heart said, okay, this was the right thing. But all the circumstances, maybe it's something to do with your job or something like that. For the other people, it's not worked out, and so it's not working out for you.
So that's what it's meant to be, not to work out. You need to do not with other people, you need to do it all on yourself. And when it is not meant to be, that's when the lessons are learned. And that thing happened just because for you need to see what have you learned with this lesson, and can I stand up again and carry on? So even those lessons of failure are taught to us by this. So the attracts your tribe. We know the definition of a tribe. People of the same family and mixture and everything. The vibrations of the DNA, the vibrations of the genetics, the vibrations of all that. Are we getting that? So that is where the tribe comes. That means the tribe is one unit because of the vibrations of all the people existing in the tribe are self-similar. That is why they hang on together. And those people whose wives don't hang on, they start departing, they start leaving. So if you have good vibrations, of love, for example, your exercise is coming, you will attract, people will be attracted to you and they will hang around to you if they are of the similar frequency and similar balance. And that is the kind of good you will attract. So that is the deeper meaning to what it is. The moment you do that, you understand when we think, again, when we say that this is my gut feeling, I want to do this, but the rest of it is a thinking process of a future and a past. Nothing wrong of thinking. Thinking is a very good characteristic of ours in order to analyze and go further. But what is important is not to dwell in a past and cry over it, or not to dwell in a future just because it's not happening. That is where most of our energies are used up and 80% of our resources are used up. I met somebody a few days back. He said, I've left my banking job, but I said, how long did you take to decide to leave the banking job? He said, 1 year. 1 year. Can you imagine how long he was taking to decide? So it's very important to take a decision and do it. And that is only to be done in the moment. And if you trust yourself, there's no question of non-success. Always success, 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 and you will achieve your goal and you will create and manifest what you want. Anything else? Yes, please.
What about illness or physical pain? That can also be a fear. How can you?
Pain evokes fear. And pain is also as a result of a lack of something. And the lack of something is as a result of stress. And the stress is as a result of being in the past and the future. Fluctuating in. Okay, So let's create disease now, and then we'll do an exercise.
Cancer.
Another volunteer, another volunteer, another volunteer. Come. Chocolate. Hey, I want a croissant or some sweet from there, please. I eat it. Something really sweet. You love that? No? No, don't give her. Oh, you give me the whole plate here, just for a moment. What'd she say? She loves this. Okay? Only she and me in this. None of you are there. Only witnesses are watching. Only she and me exist in this space. Okay? You're hungry. Correct? I give you this. I show it to you. I'm not yet given. What's going to happen first thing?
First thing I'm going to do is
What's this feel like eating? What's the next thing that happens in this thing? Instant.
you salivate. Yeah.
So the digestion process started.
Yes.
And energy was used up even before by just seeing the biscuit. Seeing the biscuit. Right? True, no? Okay. Now next. So what is it next you feel like? She said grab it or what? So you're going to send a message from here to this muscle, this muscle, this muscle. Hey, you need to contract and move towards the biscuit to pick up the biscuit. Correct? Yes or no? And then in a moment, she gets what her mother said, the message. And the mother said, if you eat the biscuit, darling, you will be fine. And then she says, no. Woman, I feel like eating, I'll be satisfied. Yes. And then, no. Oh, the television ad showed me that I got to put on weight. Yes, no, yes, no. Created a confusion in the various tendons at all these muscles which were told to contract and not to contract. That is how you create the confusion and an imbalance due to the yes and no, and create aches, pains, muscular diseases, rheumatoid arthritis, all that stuff because of the confusion. Next. At the same time, messages are going to the hand. My previous experience says that when I hold this biscuit, I should hold it with such a pressure, otherwise because it's brittle, it might break. Correct? So, and that also said yes, no. That's how we develop allergies, eczemas, rashes, psoriasis, everything, because of the yes and no's of what is right. Then, ask. The vagus nerve sent information to the stomach and said, hey, acid secrete biscuit coming. And then it said to the pancreas, enzymes secrete, you need to start a digestion. It talked to the liver, it talked to all the organs, and all the things were secreted. And the end result was with the yes and no, I decided not to have the biscuit. So, what have you done? You have created acid secretion, acidity, gastritis, all the problems, pancreas, diabetes, liver issues, all. Even the kidney, which was ready to excrete whatever the sugar extra was there, will also not happen. That was also braced up. So 80% of our energies are lost. Our resources are lost. Where are they lost? In this yes and no's. It was not about the biscuit. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I fire him? Should I not fire him? Should I stay there? Should I not do? It's always yes, no. It is these things which cause physical diseases and illness. So the answer to your question, the moment we go into the heart, the first thing that happened was thoughtlessness. The next step, when we teach you the advanced exercises, you go to doubtlessness, stresslessness, painlessness, timelessness, and finally spacelessness. What is painlessness instead? That's what it is. Let's start with this. Okay, let me see how strong you are. Yes. Put, come. Not bad. Yeah. Okay, stay there.
and then
Who's going to decide, me or you? Not me. You have to decide what you want to do. I cannot decide for you. Put it in your mouth. Okay. Stop. Look what happened with the biscuit. She wanted to eat it. Fulfill yourself. Even a diabetic, I say, if you see a sweet and you feel an imbalance and you want to eat the sweet, the doctor said not to eat it, but please eat a little to satisfy. Otherwise, all those acids and all the enzymes secreted are going to go waste, including the saliva. Eat it. There's a balance. So it's not about hard and fast that you have to do. Are you clear?
Yes.
So, 1 minute, 3 volunteers. Okay. A simple.
Because they include in both the machines are there.
There's a lot of food there also. Shall I give it to you now? Okay. Put your hand forward. Okay. We're going to do the exercise again. Put your feet together. Right. Strong hand. It's preparing himself. You're bending your elbow. Don't bend your wrist. Okay. Try your best. Come on. Don't interest. Feet together. Yes. Go on. Define me. Come on. Define me. Come on. Define me. You saw that? This is your statement. Another thing is, you are a gentleman of nervous temper. Yes or no? How did I decide? He is moist in his palms. Normally we don't sweat from the palms, and it's a sympathetic overreaction which happens here from all the stresses coming, and his hands become moist. It's very difficult. It becomes difficult, and that is all due to nervousness. And the best way to get rid of your nervousness is what it's not. Are we clear? So wipe your hands. Okay. No tissue. Come on. Get the right tissue. Doing it. Okay. Hold this. Yes. Yeah. So we gave one plain paper and we gave something else. Yes. Don't bend your wrist and elbow. It's not about physical strength. It's about your stability at all levels. It's nothing to do with muscles. Let that big. Who's the guy with the big muscles? Also, if he volunteers, we will do the exercises. Because he's really super strong. So don't try to bend, don't try to hold me, just keep it flat and let's do it. I'm pushing you right? Pushing you right? Pushing you right? You saw the change in you now? Okay, I'll take it off. Sorry, take it up. Not you. And keep it because I don't want much. It's a very, very fancy walking stick I have. A real stylish one, you know. Why is it fancy?
Another light.
Go on.
We can really tell you're a doctor. Come here.
Okay, now. Okay, put your feet together. Okay, come on, start. Come on. See the change already?
Yes.
So what is there in this? What is there? Yes, the answer is correct. That is the truth. What's the answer? The truth. We have a certificate which works for you. Everyone, we learn so many things from so many workshops and trainings, and then we don't practice. Many a time we forget to practice.
I like this.
So,
This is the crunch.
so this is the type of certificate which we'll be giving you, which works for you. The day you don't feel like doing anything, all you need to do is lie down and place the certificate on your heart and everything. There's something has been done. And as he said, truth. It's all about truth. Okay. Good. Did you enjoy it? You want to do that? Okay. Okay, we do something else. Put your hands up like this. Yes.
And flat.
Wait. Okay. You're an aircraft. The wings are fixed. Feet are going to be fixed. Now rotate. Yes. As much as you can do. Very good. 110. Pause. Very good. 110. Do you feel the strain in the back at the end? Tiny bit of strain. Put your hand forward. It's your knees, yeah? Okay. No. I think it's fine. Okay. Don't close your eyes. Come on, be normal.
Why can't I use my psychic powers?
Okay, use all your psychic powers. You don't have to close your eyes to use your psychic powers.
That's true.
So, okay, go on. Try your best. All the psychic powers. You know, you're hypnotizing me. You're supposed to look at me, correct? This is called the. Okay, I'll tell the name afterwards. Okay. Close your eyes. Open your eyes.
Yes, 1, 2, 3.
Yes. No, don't put your body weight in front. Start. Saw the change? All I did was put this. Now I take it away.
This is hard exercise.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is called the solution pendant. The workshop and training is all about the solution. And you take home the pendant to keep yourself in balance. And you take home the certificate the day you don't want to do the exercise. You just place it on your heart. Everything happens for you. That is the beauty of this. Whatever workshop you're planning to do, and it's up to you to decide. It has the calling has to come from within. It's a solution for everything. It's the universal solution for everything.
I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm in.
Anyway, thank you, Rohit. Thank you for the opportunity. I normally eat what everybody eats. Okay. In fact, I eat very little because I can't eat. I eat very, very, very little. I never use my energy in this whole exercise. Only they use their energy before and after. It is their energy which came up when they became stronger. And it is their energy which was not there when they didn't use the exercise. So it's always about you. It's nothing to do with you. And the best thing is I should not interfere in anybody's field or anything. We should allow each person to independently grow and raise the potential they have within themselves. So it's all about the potential. And it's all about how much of your potential you're using. And what are you functioning? We can talk about it after the talk is over for a few minutes. And we can measure what's the potential at which you're functioning. And what is the reserve you have and how to raise it.
So it's a one-day session, 9 till 5 p.m. Thank you. Okay. You'll be given a workbook, you'll be given a pendant. It is going to be in a 4-star, 5-star property, which still need to decide the venue. We'll give you a handout with the information as well. Now, I've got 3 more giveaways to give. Okay. Of August, which is a Thursday. Is anyone free on that day or would make themselves free on that day? Yeah? Who's interested? Okay, so here's a complimentary for you. So you can come on 6th of September, the details over there. And here's for you. So that's completely no charge, nothing. It's complimentary. You can come next Thursday. We'll give you the details.
Others pay, right?
Others pay. These 2 people, it's complimentary. Yeah. So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. I thank you, Shaz. Thank you, the Bureau. They've been a great support. Thank you, Dr. Ramesh. Really appreciate it. Indy's got the leaflets with applause for everyone, please. And a pat on the back for yourself as well.